In today's workout, I'm working on scapular push-ups and tuck levers, working towards my calisthenics straight arm strength goals of planches and front levers, but also just really for upper body strength and muscle development. They're great movements. And I'm also going to be doing split squats for lower body strength, and also for, what else do I do split squats for? For hip flexor flexibility. And I'm also going to be doing some compression strength and some hamstring flexibility as well. So it's a strength and flexibility workout that I do. I like to do it all in one. And my warm-up, I'm just doing some ankle mobility first. I need to get these ankles going and get them ready for my split squats. Mostly because my right ankle isn't as flexible as my left. I had an injury many years ago now, probably 25 years ago. I tore a ligament in my right foot, and it just isn't, after the surgery, I don't have as much flexibility in that foot as I do in the other one. So do a little bit of ankle mobility before I do my split squats. I don't normally recommend static stretching like what I'm doing now before a strength workout, but this is pretty much the only joint that I ever do this on, and the reason why is because one of the best ways to develop flexibility is to stretch a joint before strength training. And that doesn't, I mean, when I say stretch, I mean do flexibility training. I don't mean just do a long static hold stretch like what I'm doing. So you create a new range of motion with flexibility training, then you go and strengthen it with strength training. Now, static stretching is not good to do before strength training on the same muscles that you're going to be working. So for example, before you do a chest workout, you wouldn't want to do chest stretching. You'd want to do shoulder mobility work, like exercises that mobilize the shoulder, which is basically taking the joint through full range of motion. Because when you do stretching like what I'm doing here, it sends a message through the nervous system, at least into those specific muscles, that it's time to relax. And you don't want that when you do strength training. So, but I don't mind doing it for my ankles before split squats because I'm doing submaximal load. And submaximal load basically means it's really easy to manage, to handle. You know, it's when you're going up to your maximum capabilities that you need to be really careful with your warm-up and your training. And then the other reason, what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm basically, because I'm not lifting maximal load, I can focus a bit more on flexibility with that movement, and that's the main reason why I'm doing the split squat. So warming up, because my maximal load strength training is going to be up in my shoulders and my hands, my upper limb. What I'm doing here, this is all mobility work for the upper body. So I'm not stretching, I'm just mobilizing my joints and getting myself ready for the workout to come. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to do some rotator cuff activation. I don't need to warm up as much for my second workout because I've already had a good dose of movement in my first workout, and also because today I'm just doing straight arm strength calisthenics training. It's not nearly as demanding on the body as bent arm strength training is. Oh, and this is for my hip flexors. This thing really gets in there. Somebody asked me on one of my videos the other day, what's this thing I'm laying on? It's called a So Right. And there's a link for this in the description of this video. There's a link for everything I use. All Amazon links where I've found all my equipment at the lowest price possible. And of course, if you use the links when you watch my videos, you'll help the channel out with a very small commission at no cost to you. But it certainly helps us keep going. Okay. This is really good. It's a very specialized tool. I only use it for the hip flexors, but there's nothing that gets in to the hip flexors like this, because you can see the way that this sticks up. It really gets in there. It's very different to like that. It just doesn't do it. Oh man. Oh, I was going to do this workout without my shirt on because I really wanted to be able to rewatch the videos to see how my scapula's moving. But there are more mozzies flying around me than I've seen. Honestly, right there is about 8 mozzies and they're just eating me alive. I don't think I can do it. I'm going to have to put a shirt on, try and cover some skin up. Oh man, these mozzies are mauling me. Today's a shorter workout, a shorter strength workout than yesterday though, so that's good. Man, this is a test of discipline. I tell you what, these mozzies are just next level, and I'd much rather just not be doing this right now, to be honest, and to deal with this. But you know, these are the workouts that really define you, because there's always going to be times when conditions aren't right. I wish you guys could see how many mozzies there are on me. There's always going to be times when conditions aren't perfect. And those are the times when you have to try the hardest, because obviously it's the hardest. Because when conditions are right and it's easy, well, of course it's easy, you just get it done. Oh man, getting that full retraction for a whole set is so hard. Oh, compression strength is always so hard to do. Ah. That arching scapular pull-in is my favorite supplementary exercise for straight arm scapular strength by far. It's such a good exercise. It's incredible for the lats, mid and lower traps, the rhomboids, and it really solidifies the lever, the tuck lever, so to help with that retraction, which is so hard. But it's really good for pull-ups as well, which is of course also good for muscle ups, and for my goal this year, one arm pull-up. So it's my go-to, like in my minimum daily workout. If I have to do a short workout, I just do my primary exercises, and then I just do that arch scapular pull-in. So good. And then I'm doing the compression strength with the deficit good mornings for, there's a double whammy really. I want more hamstring flexibility, I want more forward fold, more compression strength, but also to train my glutes and my hamstrings so that I get some strength development in there. All right, time to get on the pain train again. This time I'll just swing the camera around so I can do this as a proper superset. You won't get the best angle, but you'll get the idea. And this is how I intend to do these two exercises. Bang, bang, one after the other. Whew. This is another one of my favourite supersets, going from that hanging leg raise straight into a Jefferson curl hold, and I pay extra special attention, what I'm doing right now, to my lumbar to try and get as much flexion through my spine as I can, because I have spondylolisthesis in L4, L5, so that means that I get excessive, bloody hell. Man, these mozzies are just killing me. I get excessive extension through my spine, so this is a really good exercise to help with that. If you pay attention to the spine. Woo! And it's because the hanging leg raise, it's an ab exercise, but it's also a hip flexor exercise, so it's still developing that compression strength, strengthening the antagonistic muscles here, which means that, whilst you're strengthening the abs and the hip flexors, it's really allowing the posterior chain muscles to relax and to have their greatest opportunity for flexibility. And so when you superset, you're still in that window of opportunity for greater flexibility in the hamstrings and the posterior chain. So it's a great pairing. I really like it. And I'm finishing off my workout now with some side step ups, because I haven't done them for ages and they're really, really good for knees. I get knee pain sometimes in my right knee because I've had a meniscus tear and I've got patellofemoral syndrome. I had a really bad fall when I was in the army. I fell down a 10 or 12 foot ravine, and the knee injury was one of the things that happened in that accident. Whew. Alright, I'll do 2 more sets of that and then I'm finished, but I'll see you tomorrow's flow and handstand and hanging workout. If you want to see today's workout, check it out there.